we'll be where we wanna. When you're next to me, I can't pretend. You've got me feeling like you're where I wanna be. Please don't let me go. I need you right here by my side.
Right, hope everybody's having a good one. Alright, today we're going to fly the Aviat Pitts Special S-2S. It's actually a plane on here that I haven't flown before. It's an aerobatic plane. I'm going to take off from Utaroa Airport on Raiatea Island in French Polynesia. And it's just east of Bora. We zoom out here on the map. Southeast of Bora. And the island of Tahaa to the north. Huahine to the east. And then we have Maupiti and Tupai further out past Bora. So these are the Leeward Society Islands, French Polynesia. Over here are the Windward. But, yeah. So let's go ahead and load up right here from ramp 5, and we're just gonna fly around and do some acrobatics. Grab flight yoke. And here we go. Yeah, wow. Okay. So this is definitely kind of a unique airspeed, altitude, fuel flow, engine, accelerometer, interesting. We have the G-force thing. That's got to be the fuel measurers. We're gonna just go ahead and shortcut and start the engine. Okay. It's kind of a cool looking plane. I see these at air shows occasionally. Okay, so we're on the island of Raiatea, the very north end, and you can't see it much, but the mountains tower up. You can see back here a little bit, maybe a little back here too. The mountains just tower up, and then this is Tahaa out here. That's Bora in the distance. And so I guess you can't see it from here, but once we get airborne, you'll see Huahine to the east. Alright. Get back in cockpit view quickly. That's the propeller control, engine cowl flaps. Throttle, pitch trim, we'll be using that a bit. Parking brake, oh, we have a fuel selector, I forgot. Alternate air. Mixture control. Interesting. Yeah, these are kind of different configuration of controls. the radio and the engine meter down here. And that's the transponder. The smoke is inoperative. That's a bummer. Kind of fun to use. Maybe we don't have a parking brake. Yeah, maybe not. Okay. Yeah, we don't. Alright. Alright, and the wind is going that way. So, we're gonna go this way down the runway, and we'll turn around. Just these little pop-ups wouldn't... Nice little turnaround pad up here. Alright, let's get lined up on the runway here. Use the external view just to help with this, because the visibility from in here is kind of limited. Yeah, just a little better lined up. Alright, that's a pretty good one to me. Let's go ahead and full power forward. And very good, we're airborne. Well, this thing gets up and goes. Right out there is Huahine to the east. You couldn't see it from the airport, but you can very clearly see it now. We're only 60 feet above the water, but this has so much power. Let's just right away. Yeah, that's fun. Just come right back down and buzz the runway. We're almost redline over the just level flight like that. That's how powerful this engine is. Whoa! That didn't go as expected. Alright, let's add some power. Climb. Let's do a roll. And that's just a reference for, like an indicator of angle and stuff. For example, if we line that up, that's how we tell we're doing a 45-degree climb. There's Bora. And this right here is Tahaa, the vanilla island. Not a lot going on here. Compared to Bora and Tahiti, these islands are relatively quiet. There's a lot going on, but not near to the extent of those. Here's the Tahaa Island Resort. Very similar to what you see a lot at the a lot of the hotels of Bora. Let's pull some power out. We'll do a pass by of the resort right here. I'm sure that's plenty pretty. Well, it'd be pretty pricey to stay at if I had to take a guess. Alright, let's add a bit of power and climb up above. Add a little bit of power. And get a different view. That's got to be the main building. So already we're 10 miles away from Raiatea. Yeah, that's got to be a pretty penny to stay at, I'm sure. Alright, let's go full power. And let's just climb. This thing gains altitude pretty quick. It's a pretty powerful plane. Over there's Bora, and you can see Tupai directly off the left wing. It's relatively low, and then kind of way out in the distance. Actually, yeah, it's kind of right over there is Maupiti. And if you take a look out here, this is Raiatea. And Huahina is just kind of right back here behind the left, or behind the right wing. Already up to 3,300 feet. I can see behind. Ha. It's a pretty view today. It is getting bumpy up here. It's relatively smooth closer to the ground, but it's actually kind of turbulent up here. We can maybe turn a bit. Let's head over to Bora for a bit. Maybe we'll do some stunts and stuff over there. We're still slowly climbing. We're almost at... Yeah, well, we just passed 6,500 feet. 2,000 meters or so. And this thing just wants to continue to climb. RPMs are all looking pretty good. And this is fast. 150 knots in the climb. We just passed 8,000 feet. Let's just take a look at our map, kind of in reference to where we are here. So here's Tahaa, here's Bora. We're actually headed right toward the airport. And down here's Raiatea, where we took off from. Tupai's up here, Maupiti's over here. I didn't realize this was this far, but it seemed a little closer. Huahina And then Raiatea and Tahiti. And then way out here start the Tuamotus. A lot of area. Three little Motus, and I believe this Aitutaki. And then, yeah, Rarotonga's down here. These are the Cook Islands. We're really not too far removed. And now we're about 2/3 of the way over Bora Bora. Or I should say to Bora Bora. And we're about to hit 10,000 feet. We can climb a little more. We'll level off right here at 10,000 feet. Bring the power back. And we're kind of just hand flying here. And that's kind of our reference for our pitch. And let's have a little fun. I'm gonna pull the power back. We're now over Bora Bora. Yep. And let's just pull the power all the way back, and let's just do a spin. So the way that we're gonna do that is just bleed our airspeed off a bit. Do a spin to the left. We're gonna let the airplane stall and kick the rudder over. Yeah, there we go. And immediately recovers. We did that again. Well, there's a good view of Tahaa and Raiatea in the back. Like here we're directly over Bora Bora. So we lost about 1,500 feet in that. Power back. The nose held up. And there we go. And it recovered. And this time let's do one upside down. Alright, power's out. Airspeed's coming down. Whoa. Whoa. Alright, recovered. Kinda just wanted to get out of it on his own. Alright, let's have some fun here. We're gonna nose the plane over and pull up at red line. And hold it, and we're gonna do a loop. Nope. Kinda wanted to roll out of that. Spinning again. There we go. We lost a lot of altitude in that one. Doesn't seem to want to get around for the full loop. So can add a little bit of power, and let's do some stunts. That also could have been. I didn't put enough power back into that. Let's go buzz some people staying in these hotels. Don't do this in real life. This is the Intercontinental. Or is it the St. Regis or Four Seasons? I don't know. Alright, but here we go. Ooh. It's another roll. Hey. Pulling a pretty strong turn right here. There's the Bora Airport. I think we have enough fuel. Let's see, maybe a hammerhead. Oh, this plane does it great. All right, that's awesome. The extra doesn't do hammerheads all that well. This plane does them great. Let's do that again. So we just pitch back and hold 90 degrees. I've done these in real life, so kind of helps. And we just kick the rudder over, and it shouldn't spin. That a little bit wrong. Let's maybe try one to the right. Pull up a bit. And easy over. Now, didn't quite do it right, but that's alright, it's still fun. So is that. And so is this. And so is... let's be careful here. Over. Oh, don't spin. Oh, come on. Making these giant snaking turns. Down just a little bit here, and whoops! It's probably the gear. Ah! I thought I had enough to get out of that. That's alright. Alright, I think actually this time we'll take off from Bora Bora. We'll just start here. That looks familiar. Alright, and power up, and let's go. And that got airborne that fast, wow. Okay. I'll take it. Tell you what, let's have a little more fun here. Alright, got the plane trimmed out. Quite a view right there. Oh, it is kind of bumpy down here again. Or I should say up here, but down here from where we were cruising before. And we just passed red line a little bit. That can be kind of dangerous. Let's get our airspeed back down. They have about a 10% buffer over redline speed to where you shouldn't damage the aircraft if you are in smooth air. But we are taught not to take that into consideration. See, above redline you risk having the aircraft get damaged or just break apart. It's another resort right there. And there's one there too. I don't think I've actually seen those. I mean, I probably have and just don't remember it, but... Worry about this trim. Alright, we'll do a 4-point roll here. 1. Little rudder to kick it off, but yeah, I can't even overcome that. Alright, let's do this. We've got to pitch up a little more then. Alright. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And we're right at red line. Plenty of room to work with here. Let's do a slow roll. So we'll pull our power back. And we'll get our airspeed down to about 80. We'll add power in and maintain a little less. Alright, and just a slow. See much you pitch down because there's a lot less lift. You really have to kind of have a high angle to keep that lift up. And rolling, the wing is going to drop more. Right, let's put the power back in. And let's set a course back for Raiatea. I suppose on our way back we can do some of that. And of this. And we'll just do one more spin for the heck of it, because spins are fun. And a hammerhead. Let's do it all! Nope, it didn't spin. Okay. Did that time. Kind of got out of it. This plane does lose a lot of altitude in these maneuvers, though, and we're pointing back toward Bora Bora. Now we're back to Raiatea. Yeah, let's do a hammerhead. These hammerheads are too much fun. Gotta control it. That's better this time. It actually didn't drop too much. And one more. One straight up like that. And as it drops, we'll kick it over to the left. Not a quite right entry. Or not entry, but a recovery. Alright, let's make our way back. I don't think this plane has flaps. Those are ailerons, is the elevator, yeah, no flaps. I didn't think so. So what we're gonna have to do is really work on getting our speed. Speed reduced for when we get on approach. A little more than 13 miles to go. Here's Tahaa up to our left. They say the smell of vanilla, because they grow so much, the smell of vanilla is just a fragrance all over the island. And I'm kind of curious if that's true. I bet that'd be really awesome if it was. Or if it is, I should say. 12 miles to go. It is bumpy up here. Just on pitch here. 11 to go. At this rate, it probably will only take us about 4 minutes to get back to the island. So we slow down for approach. Now, I don't remember, was that the Tahaa Pearl Resorts? Because they have a couple other resorts throughout the island. Or through the islands, I should say. I think they have one on Tahiti, they have one on Bora. I'm pretty sure they have one on Raiatea, but I could be wrong. And then I think they do have one on Nuku'hiva or something like that. Now we got some clouds over here. Starting to pop up. Huahina, you can barely... Yeah, now you can see it kind of over like there. Let's go ahead and take the power out. Let's just begin a gradual descent down. Good view of Tahaa. We're starting to kind of come in through a little bit of a cloud, but we're not... Our visibility's not too badly restricted over here, so we're okay. Yeah, plenty high on the altitude there, so let's go ahead and just bring the power down. And we'll just kind of start a glide. We'll go ahead and add a little bit of power in here. Probably not even really need that much. Four miles away. And yeah, we'll go ahead and get lined up with the runway here. I do think we're probably a little bit low. Below 800 feet and 3 miles out. Seems a little bit low. can't too well see the approach lights. No, I think we've got at least 1 or 2 white lights. So we're probably not too bad right now. We need to bring the power out and bleed our speed off, though. We want to be slowed down to about 80. And that, yeah, now we're super high. Alright, so 2 white. The red are really hard to see in this grass. Now we're a bit low. Let's add some power in. Now we're drifting off course. This is difficult to see. Yeah, that probably helps a little bit. Let's add some power in. This is tricky. Alright, here's the runway. Got plenty of room, so nice and easy down on the power. And let's just let the plane kind of 3-point. Easy. Bounced a little bit. Hold up. Yeah, well, we're on the ground, so we're okay here. And I don't remember where the turnoff is on here. Yeah, so let's just continue down the runway. We'll loop back around and do a shutdown. Tricky plane to land because you really can't see much. Auto light right in the middle of that. Alright, and this is the turn in we want down here. And easy on the brakes. We still come and say straight, you know? We're still saying come straight, and, yeah, no, that's not right. They should have already given us the signal to stop and shut down. Alright, back in the cockpit view. Go ahead and pull the mixture. Alright, the engine is off. Avionics are off. Alright. Okay. Well, that was relatively successful, I guess I could say. I suppose we could, it's Easter Island. A little too far, so we were... I believe we left at Makemo in the, Cirrus, and if we're continuing these hops through the Tuamotus down to the Gambier Islands... A lot of clouds over here this way. Most of the US is enjoying good weather. There's some clouds. Overall, it looks mostly decent. Around New Zealand. Oh. These are the Cook Islands we were mentioning. And then here are the Austral Islands. These down here. I believe this is the Gambier Islands. Yeah. Yeah, Tontangangia, however you say that. Easter Island. So we'd be going to Tahaa to Makemo. Yeah, if we went Rangiroa to Makemo, Tahaa would be a little less than an hour. And then we need to stop here. It's Raiatea, I think. Yep. And from Raiatea, we would continue down to the Gambier Islands. Could always do Marquesas. You know what? I actually feel like exploring a new place. I'll come down to Tubuai in the Austral Islands. We could do Rurutu to Tubuai. Be about the same distance as going to Bora. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. So we'll go Rurutu to Tubuai in the Austral Islands. There probably won't be a whole lot to see. Most of the way, probably just ocean. But that's okay. A lot of parking spaces right here. We'll start here at ramp 6. And come on, I said ramp 6. And we're going to Tubuai. I don't know there we go. Arrival. An hour and 4 minutes, it's probably not going to be nearly that much. And it actually looks like the weather down through here is quite nice in comparison. But even still, it wasn't bad up through here. So I don't even think we'll need that much fuel. Hey, can we get by 33% fuel? Oh yeah, easily. Can make it all the way to Raiatea if we wanted to. Oh, Raiatea would be a fun one to go to. Because I think this island has the same rendering problem that a lot of the Austral islands have. This one here, which is supposed to have an airport and a town, is just completely covered by trees in the simulator. I don't understand why. Alright, so we're gonna go from Moerai on Rurutu to Tubuai Island. And that kind of looks like part of Florida to me. Probably isn't, but it reminds me a bit of the coast of Florida. Yeah, no big deal. It'll just leave me parked in the grass. Alright. So let's get a push back onto the ramp first. Ahem. There we go. And just get ourselves, whoops. Look at all the vans driving in the grass and all of this stuff. Alright, I think that's good there. We'll have enough room to turn. And then we start right there on runway 9, which will be into the wind and the direction we're going. Okay. Checklist time real quick. Let's just say these are all complete just for the heck of it. Let's go ahead and parking brake is set. Battery switch is on. Strobe lights come on. Mixture is full rich. Power goes full forward. Fuel pump comes a boost. Pull the power back. So about there. And prop area is clear. Let's go ahead and engine start. Mixture's okay, the power can come back. Quite a bit of wind. Alright, yep, oil pressure is good. Turn the alternator switches on. Avionics can come on. Engine's looking good. We didn't have external power. The amp meter is good. Alright, let's get our avionics up. Set this to the GPS course. 116 miles. I think we'll go ahead and cruise at 15,000 feet. Flaps can come up. Okay. Hello. Taxiing this becomes a bit tricky sometimes. And we just rolled past the hold line. Alright, let's get on the runway. Alright, I'm not really worried about the run up. We do all the time and we have failures turned off. Alright. The main thing is just to get out here. Just get... Okay. And as we start rolling, let's go ahead and turn nav lights and landing lights on. Let's go full power. Engine instruments are green, airspeed has come alive. We're at 73 knots, we can rotate. We started rolling kind of a little bit off to the side as the wind is pushing us. Alright, we have positive rate of climb. Bring the flaps up. Pitch for VY. Gauge autopilot. Nav mode comes on. Vertical speed will come on. And we will climb at just 1,500 a minute. So 10-minute climb to 15,000 feet, roughly. As we get on course there, we'll kind of get bumped around by the wind a lot. Yeah, it is quite rough air up here. Alright, well, we've taken off from Raiatea Airport. Tiny little town. Oh, well, yeah, the main town's over here, so that explains it. So this is the island, oh, and there's one on that side too. This is the island of Raiatea, which is one of 5 populated of the Austral Island, and they're named the Austral Islands for being the southernmost in French Polynesia. So, from all the way out here, you have the uninhabited, oh, that's the Cook Island, so there's one out here somewhere. Maybe it won't show up on the map or something. But you have an uninhabited atoll called the Islands of Maria. And then you have Raiatea, Raiatea, which is where we took off, Tubuai, where we're landing, and then Raiatea, And then they have an island down here called Raiatea, which doesn't have an airport. It's only accessible by boat or seaplane. And there's only like 500 people that live on this island. It's quite small. Probably pitch up a little bit and increase our climb. But it'll also help bleed a little bit of speed to keep us at that kind of 104 knots VY. There's a lot of wind though. There's really not much out here. Look at all the clouds to the north and it's like completely clear over us. Beautiful weather. Alright, we can lower our climb rate. We can actually raise it a little bit. Alright, and the air temperature is only 52 Fahrenheit or 11 Celsius here at 5,000 feet. It's probably, because the Austral Islands are further south, so it's probably a bit cooler than, say, Tahiti, Tuamotus, the Marquesas, because they will get a little bit more of a season change between summer and winter. There we go. Yep, so we've got a little bit of a headwind here. It'll probably level out sooner or later. That's kind of cool, you can see the meters. Now this is saying about 53 minutes, but we haven't leveled out, gotten to our cruising speed yet, so it's really going to be a lot shorter. Let's go ahead and switch that there. If we switch view, you can see Raiatea in the back. And I'm wondering if the other islands are visible. There's quite a bit of crosswind up here, though. When maybe we get a little higher, we'll be able to see. Let's go ahead and turn pitot heat on. It's telling us based on our altitude and the temperature. Yeah, only 3 Celsius here at altitude. Alright, 1,000 feet to go. Now we have a little bit of a tailwind. The wind's kind of shifted. I'm pretty happy about that. It's going to give us a boost in our flight time. Yeah, but you can see we're still getting kind of swayed around in the wind a little bit. This is where we took off. Alright, we're leveled off at 15,000. Bet, you know what? I think we could climb a little further. Let's go up to 19,000. I've got to turn the meters off because that'll affect the autopilot. Really get a good cruise up here. Start a descent out that way. So I wonder if these islands are so far apart that you just can't see. It also does look like it's a little bit hazy up here at altitude, so it's possible that that has something to do with it. don't think this is making much of a difference in terms of, well... Now, what we'll get is the better fuel burn and the better true airspeed, though, so... Crossing 18,000 feet, we set the barometric pressure to 29.92. Let's get a little bit back on track here. Yeah, we can turn that off there. Alright, now we're up at 19,000 feet. And the temperature is minus 12 Celsius, or plus 10 Fahrenheit. Alright, here at cruise, now we're at the cruise checklist, so what we need to do is bring this back to 30.5. Alright, mixture we would lean out, it's fine where it's at, I have that auto leaned. Check our fuel. About the same on both tanks. Let's actually just go ahead and switch it to the left. And yeah, it is kind of hazy. Tough to see, but there's where we took off from. Can't see any of the other islands. The clouds out that way. Let's take a look at where. Probably about 30% of the way there. So this is saying only 21 minutes en route, though. That's how good a speed we're getting. It's actually really good. Well, I thought for a moment maybe I saw something, but I guess not. It is kind of hazy, that's making it tough. Tougher to see. 16 minutes en route, we're doing 217 knots across the ground. That's pretty good. Guess what we could do here is zoom out a little bit. Yeah, so we're probably 70 miles away, it looks like, maybe. No, not quite. 58. I was thinking between 60 and 70. We're probably about halfway. Now? Yes, that's a pretty decent guess. We are right at about halfway. We can just barely see Raiatea back here. Oh, but now we can. That's down here. Two Bola's over here. And then Raiatea would be further back out that way. If we pulled it up and looked. Actually, a tiny bit off to the left. So, actually probably be somewhere out about here. But, okay. So we can kind of see the island. That's how far apart the Austral Islands are. Now what I'm curious of is if it would give us a point that we should start top of descent. If we select approach though, visual 3 or visual 2-1. It's kind of tough to tell which one we should pick because of the wind is, I guess what we would need to do is look up the weather. Well, I'm looking it up right now and it doesn't really say. I mean, I suppose we can look on here. Okay, on here, what it says right now. It's 15 miles and it's kind of a crosswind. So I guess we'll go for runway 3 because that's just going to be a little more direct. Alright, so let's turn. This will actually take away our headwind, probably. Or tailwind, rather. So we'll be going pretty much right into a crosswind here. Let's get ourselves set up on plenty of room here. We'll go direct to that point. And then we'll just turn course onto the final. With how far out we are right now, we could probably just go ahead and... Let's go ahead and switch fuel tanks. Yeah, let's go ahead and begin a descent. So we'll come back on the power. And we will bring our altitude down to 3,000 feet. And just a gradual descent. That we come off the power a bit. Keeping above the power right in like that, I think, is about where we're going to want it. Alright, we're below 18,000 feet. We can set the local altimeter setting. Let's see, I doubt we're going to pick any weather up for here. Don't get weather for either of those. We don't get weather for pretty much any airport around here, which is a little bit odd. Alright, so 8 minutes, 1,500 feet. We gotta go down 13. Yeah, so we'll probably be a little bit above 4,000, but our speed will come down. We're a little above 3,000, but our speed will come down as we descend, which will give us a little bit more time. It is starting to get a little bumpy over here. We look a little bit out there. Now you can just barely still see Raiatea in the back here. It does look a little bit clearer up that way. Although maybe not really. I don't know. Man, we are getting bumped around up here, that's for sure. Well, I never did any of those, but that's been a pretty standard. Let's just check everything. That's good. These are good. Yep. So if I'm not mistaken, this is actually saying we need to be at about 844 feet. So I'm going to pull the power out completely. We're going to steepen our descent right here. Let's do that. If I turn... Yeah, it's not really saying, actually. Good thing is it gives us a simulated approach rate. They're just barely the top of not Raiatea, Raiatea. It is only the tiniest bit visible. Can't see Raiatea from here for whatever reason. Unless I'm just looking in the wrong place. Nah, oh well. We are picking up a bit of speed. Now we've got a headwind though. That's actually working in our favor to give us a little bit more time to drop some altitude. Let's bring this down to 1,005. Whoop. Yeah, 1,500. Yeah, there we go.
to let go of all of the nonsense that you put me through. I give it up to you. I do it all for you. Maybe this feeling's overdue. You're uninvited. You wanna hold me close, but I know what you have to.
Alright, this is saying we need to lower our descent rate here.
Tell me what must I do?
Let's keep it about here and we'll intercept the glide path.
It's right. It's right.
So I don't know why I was saying 844.
Why are you hiding?
Maybe that's just at this final fix. I don't know. Let's bump the power in a little bit. We don't have too much further to go. So this is the island of Tubuai. It is, I believe, the main, or at least the center of the commune of all the Austral Islands, and I believe it's the most populated. Alright, we're tracking our approach rate here. This is good. So we are getting pretty close on to need to start coming down. I don't know why this won't let me descend. Alright. Yeah, we'll fly by hand. That is a strong crosswind. This might be tough. Alright, let's do this. Autopilot on. Altitude stays off. Approach is on, nav is on, and our vertical speed, we'll just kind of fly the plane with that. Now we are plenty high though. Come back on the power. Let's drop flaps. Speed is good for half. Speed is good for fall. And we are quite high. Autopilot coming off. And this is definitely going to be one of the tougher approaches we've flown. Add a little power, so we get a little bit lower here. It's good to carry extra altitude and speed though with the way this wind is coming over. This is tough. Alright, 500 feet. Thing is, we don't have a lot of room to get this wrong though. And we're plenty high. This could work in our favor though. Alright, power out. try to get lined back up on the runway here, and yeah, look at that. Alright, that actually wasn't too bad. Let's just roll, flaps up, switch fuel tanks. And rather than go all the way down, kind of just turn right there in the middle. Well, I would consider that pretty successful considering how messed up our approach was. Yeah, we'll just keep our speed rolling as we're rolling down to the end of the runway, because this is where you have to turn off. If we'd come in on the other end, we'd just roll the whole way down and turn right here. Okay. More clear of the runway. Alright, parking brake is set. Flaps are up. All the de-icing we can turn off. Pitot heat off. Lights off, avionics off, and alternators off. Mixture cut off. Engine is shut down. Battery 2. Battery 1. And the keys off. Fuel pump off. And that looks pretty good to me. Alright, airplane is shut down. And we've made it to Tubuai Island in the Austral Islands of French Polynesia. So folks, thank you for flying along with me. Hope you enjoyed it. And until the next one, take care and stay safe. And we'll see you later.